To all of you watching here, come close to the screen and listen. People don't have to like you. People don't have to love you. They don't even have to respect you. But when you look in the mirror, you better love what you see.
Hello ladies, in today's video we'll talk about self-love, how to cultivate it, why it's important, and the benefits of self-love. So let's get into it.
I have a favorite sentence. I have a favorite line, and that line is love yourself. Self-love, oh my God, the greatest love of all. Sis, love yourself. What's there not to love? You're special. You're unique. You're worthy. You're enough. You have a purpose. You have a good head on your shoulder. You are beautiful. You are everything and more. Loving yourself gives you the kind of power that you've never imagined in your life. When you love yourself, you trust yourself. You can get through anything. You can do anything. You feel unstoppable. You know that you can motivate yourself. In that line, you can pick yourself back up from any situation because you know you. Even when there is nobody else in your corner, you are there and you are enough. And you appreciate you for being there for yourself. Just love yourself.
I had no choice but to start a self-love journey. Let me show you the kind of person that I used to be. I was painfully shy, could never talk to new people or make new friends. I was so in my shell. I really lacked confidence. I had an incredibly low self-worth and I constantly sought validation from others because I had no sense of self. I didn't know who I was. So when I was 17 and I started dating, I was dating people that I had no business being with because I was settling over and over and over again because I had no standards and I had no self-love. I was settling for bare minimum, and many heartbreaks later I knew that something had to change. I wanted to be powerful, I wanted to be confident, and most importantly I wanted to be sure of myself. I wanted to be so strong in being alone that nobody could F with me anymore. So I made a plan to have a complete transformation. I went from a girl who was so shy when people would sing happy birthday to her to a girl who was so happy in the spotlight with several cameras on her in a room of 30 people staring at her. I went from covering my face in every single photo to doing modeling shoots. I went from jumping from back-to-back relationship to spending an entire year single. And oh my God, thank God I did that because I've gone after opportunities that would have scared me so much a couple of years ago. I've had much better dating experiences. I've had the confidence to make a career out of social media and talking to the camera. 15-year-old me would have never imagined that for me. So this is your sign to start working on yourself because you can become anybody you want to be.
I couldn't look at old photos of myself before. And when I look at them now, I love them. I hope that you know that one day you're going to look back at those pictures that you hate and you're going to realize, oh my God, look how beautiful, look how pretty, look how cute I was. So do it now. Like, love yourself now.
I just think it's so important. And I say this as a grandmother, as an older woman here, and I do recommend old age, I really love it, that you like yourself. And what worries me about your generation is that most of you don't. Yeah. Most of you are not fond of, you don't, when you wake up in the morning, and I laugh at my students about that, and you're brushing your teeth, the first thing you have to say is, I love you. Because it may be the only time you hear, I love you in the day. Say it to yourself. The first thing you do is smile to yourself.
When the girl said, when you start focusing on yourself, your life gets better, they did not lie. Start focusing on yourself, you get really clear on who you are as a person, who you want to be as a person. You're not really just accepting the bare minimum, you're playing the long game. And when you focus on yourself, you get clear about the things that you like, the things that you want in your life, and you get clear about your purpose and your life path. And once you get clear on those things, you're easily able to decipher the people that are supposed to be in your life and the people that are not supposed to be in your life. Continue focusing on yourself. Continue dating yourself. Continue getting to know yourself. Treat yourself as if you are a friend getting to know a friend. Treat yourself as if you're a partner getting to know your partner. Date yourself. Love on yourself. Because at the end of the day, your relationship with yourself is going to take you so far. Your relationship with yourself is going to take you to success. Your relationship with yourself is where everything starts from. So focus on yourself. Love yourself. and keep going.
I think I'm working to unlearn the belief that I am not enough, that I am less important and less deserving. I understood that there was something sacred about sacrificing my own need or desire or truth even to make space for someone else's journey. I've placed so much value on other people's sense of joy and goodness and safety that I've been willing to sacrifice my own sense of joy and goodness and safety. And I don't regret it. I think it's not wrong to care about how other people feel and want to do what's right for other people. I'm just learning to let myself be one of those people, right? To include myself. It's like I need to be as important as the other people I'm considering, that I deserve that.
You got to love yourself more than the need to be loved by other people. Because if you're always concerned about other people loving you more than you actually love yourself, loving yourself doesn't mean you do face masks and bubble baths every day. Yeah. That's nice self-care. Yeah. Loving yourself means, yeah, I speak a lot, I talk fast, I'm from New York, I say fuck a lot, but I accept that part of myself, and if you don't like it, that's okay. Find someone else. That's loving myself.
I used to think self-love was about doing face masks, having a glass of wine, telling myself I'm beautiful. But I learned recently that the most important part of self-love isn't pampering yourself or saying nice things. It's about healing. Without healing, everything is just a temporary fix. I used to rely on little rituals to feel better, like drying myself, a bubble bath, or going shopping, but I realized all of that stuff just lasted for maybe a day. It wasn't until I started addressing the roots of my pain and my struggles that things actually started to change. And not just for a day. Healing is what makes self-love real. It's what allows you to grow into the person that you've always wanted to be. It's not about what you do on the outside, but what you do on the inside so that you can actually start to feel whole again. When you heal, you're not just managing the symptoms of your pain, but you're actually addressing the cause of it. And that's what will last a lifetime. Once you start to heal, everything else, the bubble baths, the face masks, shopping, having a glass of wine, all that stuff becomes a reminder of how far you've come, rather than just a distraction from the pain. So if you've been feeling like something's missing, maybe it's time to look a little deeper. I've started to do the same thing, and I think it's gonna change my life.
10 ways to love yourself. Number 1, forgive yourself. Number 2, accept yourself for who you are. Number 3, quit trying to prove yourself. Number 4, respect yourself. Number 5, be proud of what you do and who you are. Number 6, realize it's okay to make mistakes. 7, learn to hold yourself. 8, don't worry about what others think. 9, be honest with yourself. And 10, be a person that you would actually want to date. This is how you love yourself.
Listen, the more you love yourself, listen, the more you love yourself, the easier it becomes to detach from things that don't love you. And this is why I tell women that you need to practice self-love. Self-love will help you cut toxic people out your life. You're not desperate or codependent on their approval and acceptance because you're whole and complete within. You're not going to get offended when somebody try to cut you off and not be in your life anymore. Y'all know how many people have walked out of my life while I'm at a place of deep self-love? Like, I don't lose sleep behind that. I don't care about none of that, because anybody who is meant to be in my life, they're still in my life. They still have my number. We still talk. We still communicate. So if somebody leaves my life, that means they weren't supposed to be. Or maybe they were there for only a certain journey or season. And I'm okay with that. That doesn't make them a bad person. And that doesn't make me a bad person. But when you don't love yourself, then you seek closure. And I just need to know why you cut me off. Why did you block me? Why did you disconnect from me? Why are you talking about me? Why are you posting about me? I don't care. Now the old broken me in my 20s, oh yeah, I needed to know. I needed some type of closure. But now, man, listen. The way I love myself, I truly enjoy my company. I don't care if I'm alone. If I got snacks at the house and I'm watching me a movie or going riding, I enjoy my own presence. And you got to really be so whole and complete within yourself. You can't be codependent on somebody else to determine how your mood gonna go, how your day is gonna go. That is such a unstable place to be, because I've been there. That's how I know. So I challenge my women, my people, develop your self-love. Does that make sense?
The biggest act of self-love is to live for yourself and not for others. Do the things you've always wanted to do, even if you have to do them alone.
You gotta love yourself. You gotta embrace every single part of yourself and know that you are worthy. Know that your uniqueness is beautiful, and remind yourself every single day that with or without anyone's validation, I am enough.
I'm doing well for myself, you know. I feel good about me. Like, I look good to me. I feel good to me. And so I'm embracing me. So when you embrace you, everything is embracing you.
That's right.
When you want you, everything, everything good, you know what I mean? So, so it's going well because I'm not holding anybody accountable for making me feel good about me.
I don't know who said this, but you cannot control a smart woman. You can only control a woman who does not prioritize herself. And that is the truth. When people look at me and say, oh my God, she's so full of herself. Of course I'm full of myself. What else am I supposed to be full of? I am a single woman. And by single, I mean there is not a single human being on this planet Earth that is depending on me for life. I am single. What else am I supposed to be full of? You? Your bullshit? Am I supposed to be full of hating myself? Am I supposed to be full of the insecurities that all of these industries are pushing? No, I'm full of myself. I prioritize myself. And I'm sure there are plenty of women that will bow down to you, but I'm not one of them. I'm just not one of them. And I just feel like women should be full of themselves. We should be full of our goals, our dreams, building our lives, finding independence, not all this bullshit that they're trying to sell to us.
When you love, truly, truly love yourself, you start to understand self-worth, self-value, and what it is that you deserve. And tapping into you and only you, you'll start to get the courage and strength to do what it is that you need to do.
Hey girl, don't forget to get up and stop sulking and live your life. Don't forget to wear your clothes because they are meant to be worn. Don't forget that every day is a special occasion so you can dress up. Don't forget that people will try to make you feel uncomfortable because you make them feel uncomfortable. Don't forget that people will try to make you feel small because your presence makes them feel minute. That's none of your business. That is not your problem. That has nothing to do with you. You have to focus on you. You cannot waste away in your room. That will do no good to you and no good to the world because the world is waiting on you and you deserve to be here. You matter, okay? Don't forget that any outfit can go from being real simple, from a white tee and shorts to dressed up when you add some jewelry, preferably Jacqueline's jewels, and some heels and a cute little baggie, okay? You can go get yourself a $30 meal. It's not a lot of money, okay? You can go and buy yourself flowers because you deserve flowers and you shouldn't have to wait for somebody to buy it for you. Okay? And when you start having that mentality, you won't ever be waiting around for somebody to do nice things for you. And when they start doing things like that, it'll be just the bare minimum because you already treat yourself good. Okay? You gotta live your life, baby.
We are taught as women, you gotta find somebody. You gotta find somebody immediately. When you're in your 20s, when you're in your 30s, you gotta find, if you don't find somebody, you're an old maid. Nobody wants you. I can guarantee you, ladies, if you love yourself and you find out who you are, God is not going to let you down. He's going to give you whatever you want, whatever that fulfillment is.
A person that say they love flowers is walking down a path and they see the rose hanging from the bush and they claim they love it, so they pick it.
I heard this.
And they take that home with them and they cherish it, and it dies regardless of what they pour into it, how they tend to it at the house. Because that wasn't love, it was infatuation. What they decided was that the nature they wanted to see that flower in was more important than the actual nature of that flower. And oftentimes we do that to ourselves. We decide that who we want to be is more important than who we actually are, and we end up working against ourselves. So to sum all of that up, accept who you are in this moment. Anything short of that, anything you're trying to do beyond that, that's emotional. That's not love. It's not practicality. And how you feel about yourself is important. But base your feelings on yourself on the acceptance of who you are right now.
Hey, Queen. Girl, you've done it again. Constantly raising the bar and reinventing yourself as you grow. Look at you now. All the past versions of you would be so proud. You've grown.
Because I really like myself. I really like me. You know I have issues. I know my imperfections rear their head often, but they're mine, and they're not dangerous. They are, I know where they're from, and I get to love, you know.
These are some signs you will notice when you start loving yourself. You will be careless about the opinion of others. You will accept yourself for whom you truly are. Secondly, you would forgive yourself of the past mistakes, and you will understand that it is in human nature to make mistakes. And thirdly, you will prioritize your own needs and well-being without feeling selfish. Because if you don't take care of yourself, how will you take care of others?
Ladies, love yourself. I saw a TikTok that said the greatest romance you'll ever have is the one with yourself. That's the greatest love story you'll ever experience. And I totally agree. We sometimes struggle with self-love because we think that when we have this and that, that's when we can love ourselves. Self-love doesn't come from external sources or validation. It comes from within. It's not based on material things. You can have all the material things you want and still not love yourself. You can't keep waiting for certain conditions around you to change before you love yourself. No, you have to start that now. Love yourself even if you are overweight. Love yourself even if you don't have the right body, glowing skin, long hair, the right amount in your bank account. Love yourself regardless. Love yourself as long as you are working on it. While you're on that journey to the ideal weight, love yourself just as you are. I know it can be a bit complicated because you might not be the most confident person at that size, but love yourself regardless. You might not be there, but you are right on track to get there. So, in the meantime, look good. Get your hair done, get your nails done, smell good, take care of yourself. This version of yourself is also worthy. Love yourself even though you don't have that promotion, even though you're not yet married, even though you're in between jobs, even though you've not gotten that contract you've been expecting, even though you're not yet a millionaire, even though you've not achieved that particular dream or goal. Love yourself regardless. As long as you're putting in the work required and you're on the right track, love yourself. Don't wait until you get to that milestone to love yourself. I developed self-love by being conscious of God's love for me. Once I came to the realization and consciousness of God's love, I just began loving myself. It took a while. It was a process, but I just fell in love with myself. I definitely have some days that unexpected stuff pops up. I feel my feelings at that time. I process my feelings, but that doesn't make me stop loving myself. So ladies, love yourself always. Do not let life or people beat you down to the point where you do not love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, no one can truly love you. And self-love affects all areas of life. It affects your day-to-day decisions and choices. Don't let challenges or people's actions make you see yourself as unworthy. You are worthy of love and everything your heart desires, despite any extenuating circumstances of life. Ladies, love yourself regardless. Thing is, you will always have you. People may come and go, circumstances will always change, but you will always have you as long as you are alive. You can't spend your entire life with you and not love you. Self-love will spare you from trauma. Self-love will preserve your life, your peace, your joy. To show you how self-love is important, even the Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself, which means self-love is key. I know out there in society, people who say, love yourself, love yourself. You've been hearing love yourself. This is not the first time you've heard it. But the reality is that most times when we love ourselves, people want to punish you for loving yourself. Love yourself anyway. Love yourself lavishly. The way you love that special person, love yourself even more. Don't let anyone bully you into not loving yourself. Don't let people manipulate you into not loving yourself. Don't let people's words make you not love yourself. Let your love story with yourself be the greatest love story of all time and make it an epic one. Remember, self-love isn't selfish. It's the foundation for a healthier, happier, and more fulfilled life. Choose kindness towards yourself, set healthy boundaries, embrace who you are, and create the space to grow and to thrive. Start small, stay consistent. Let me know in the comments section what's one way you are practicing self-love today. And if this video inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.